The budget debate wrapped up on Friday, May 11th, with Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony tackling what he deemed to be the more essential arguments to address. In his purview, Dr. Anthony believes that there were no substantial counter-arguments to this government's plans and policies.
In truth and in fact, when I analyzed the comments, I did not hear any powerful disagreement with the approach that the government is taking to seek to pull the country together on the economic front. There may have been disagreements about the interpretation of information. There may be disagreements about the application of certain programs and strategies. But overall, there was no fundamental disagreement with the strategy that the government has adopted in this period.
Of the members in the chamber, Dr. Anthony tackled Castries Central MP Richard Frederick on his statement that he, Frederick, has never known any prime minister to present a budget with a planned deficit. Anthony alluded to Barack Obama's budget, which has a planned deficit to deal with the financial constraints the U.S. economy faces. And Anthony reminded the House that the UK's economy continues to contract, deepening its debt. The Prime Minister emphatically stated that he stands by his decision to have a budget with a planned deficit.
If you have actual deficits, you realize deficits in the face of a budget where you planned, you planned that you will have, you would balance the budget, that you would have a surplus budget. And this is what you plan. Then if it happens that you have the deficit, two things are possible. Only two things. One, and I'm not ascribing this to the former Minister of Finance, bear me in mind. I'm not. Because I have been in there and I know the challenges. Two things. One, you can blame the administration for deliberately keeping the information away from the public. Because you knew, despite the figures you put in there, that you will never ever come out with a surplus. Alternatively, then you can argue it's gross mismanagement. You knew what the actuals were, but yet you proceeded down that route.